All right. Welcome to Bitcoin Amsterdam 2025. We're here together with Steph and with Vikrant Sharma from Cake Wallet. Welcome. And you had a busy day because you were on a panel, right?
On a panel, yeah, talking about non-KYC Bitcoin. It was fun, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Very interesting, of course.
Of course.
The non-KYC bit.
It's your first time at the Bitcoin conference here in Holland?
Yes, first time here, but we go to all the other Bitcoin ones around the world.
Okay,
cool.
Like Prague and Vegas, Hong Kong.
Nice. Cool.
Yeah. And you started Cake Wallet after Coinbase closed your account, right?
Sorry?
You started Cake Wallet after Coinbase
Closed my account.
Closed your account
Exactly,
for something
yeah.
as personal for buying medicine for your wife, right?
Exactly.
And
So you've done
how
your
did
homework.
that experience shape you, your understanding of what Bitcoin is and what it is for you?
What is your question?
How did that experience shape your understanding about Bitcoin?
Yeah, so it showed me the importance of self-custody. So, if you're holding your own Bitcoin and you're controlling your own keys and your seed phrase, then the situation where Coinbase or anyone shutting you down can't happen. It just can't. That's the whole point of cryptocurrency. I think self-custody is one of the features of Bitcoin. So I thought, not only live it, but actually make a product where people can control their own Bitcoin.
Yeah. And was there a specific aha moment when you realized the problem wasn't just Coinbase, but the system itself?
Sure. When something happens to you or you think of somebody, it's most likely that it's happening to other people as well. So that was kind of a realization, and I went online when it happened, and I saw it happen to many people. Their accounts were closed down, and I don't want to pick on Coinbase, but many other exchanges, Binance, whatever else. It's happened broadly around the world.
Yeah, but it's not because Coinbase wants it. They have to also, they're also dealing with regulations and that kind of stuff, right?
Exactly.
So they're forced to, in a way.
I agree, but some of these exchanges have gotten so big. I think they can use their weight to try to loosen up regulations, or
because they can.
Yeah, because they have the strength and the money and the ears of the politicians. I think they can do. I think they can do more. But you're starting to see that now.
Yeah, we see a shift, right, with Trump getting elected, and
that definitely has an effect, of course.
Yeah, at least they're listening, right? So
that's right.
rather than just charging people with a crime.
Money talks, right? Now.
Exactly.
and when you look at self-custody tools, they have evolved since you lost Cake Wallet. What is still missing for Bitcoin users today, in your opinion?
What is missing in Bitcoin use?
Yeah.
I think the experience is still clunky, especially for self-custody wallet, because it takes a lot of personal responsibility, to secure your seed or your private keys. And I know everybody's, including us, we're all trying to improve that.
Yeah.
I mean, in the end, you want Bitcoin to work like a PayPal or Venmo, right? Where you don't even have to think. You give me your name and I type it in and I send you Bitcoin. So I think that's still a huge challenge from a technical standpoint. Of course, there's easy custodial solutions, but again, that goes against the ethos of Bitcoin. So I think that's one challenge, which it's improving. I think we've come a long way. Other wallets have come a long way. And the second challenge is regulatory, because you don't want it to be a taxable event every time you spend Bitcoin. So I don't know about Europe, but in US, some politicians are working on that. They're putting a limit like, okay, anything under $600 is not a taxable event. You should be able to spend Bitcoin like that. So I think even that little move, whether it's $600 or $300, I think that'll open the floodgates for more people to accept and use and spend Bitcoin.
Yeah, we are fortunate that we don't have a taxable event here in Holland when you pay with Bitcoin.
Okay.
So
you're lucky.
And to be honest, in our experience, it's not that drives adoption here in Holland. To be honest, but I can imagine that in the US, it's like it's it's very important to have better regulations around that.
And that may come from, the public perception of volatility.
Yeah.
I think the normies still view Bitcoin as a very volatile asset, which, of course, the rate of volatility is decreasing every day.
Yeah.
So I think once we see more stabilization, I think the mass public will be more comfortable buying it and using it.
Yeah. And Cake Wallet integrated silent payments and PayJoin version 2 early.
Yes.
What made you decide to prioritize these privacy features before most other Bitcoin wallets did?
So I don't know. You guys probably know we launched first as a Monero wallet.
Yeah.
So the whole privacy philosophy was already in our DNA.
Yeah.
And all of the developers, me, everybody, and the whole reason we built a Monero only wallet first was because of the privacy nature. So, we thought, why can't Bitcoin be used the same way?
Yeah.
So, silent payment, even when we implemented it, was experimental, but we thought it was such an exciting feature, we had to do it. So again, just, we're trying to bring the same privacy from other chains, we're trying to bring it to Bitcoin. You can't 100%, but at least it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
So silent payments does that, PayJoin does that, and we were the first to implement both. And the third reason is we're open source. So when you're open source, you got to stay ahead of the competition.
Yeah.
You got to do something different. You have to do something cutting edge. And you just can't copy other people. You have to lead the way, and I think we're trying to do that.
Yeah. And what were the hardest engineering challenges when you what you faced implementing silent payments and PayJoin?
So when you're so with silent payments, when something is experimental and it's not done before, you're the guinea pig.
Yeah.
So you're trying stuff, inventing stuff, because just the protocol is there, but the implementation is something we had to build out ourselves.
Yeah, the UX and the UI.
The UX, UI. And for silent payments specifically, the challenge is that it has to scan the blockchain to look for your addresses, right? That's generated by the silent payment address. And which gives it a little bit of a clunky feel for users. Like Monero users are used to scanning. They'll wait 2-3 minutes, they don't care. But Bitcoin, people expect, instant
settlement.
So that's a challenge from the user side, but I know other people are working on modified Electrum server and things like that, where you're going to get that same instant sync that you do with normal Bitcoin, and then you'll get that same in silent payments. So those are the technical and usability challenges.
Yeah.
Do you think privacy on Bitcoin should be the default, or is it better to remain optional for compliance reasons?
I don't give a fuck about compliance. I care about crypto and its usability and privacy.
Yeah.
Even if they went a optional privacy route like Zcash, for example, where it could be very easily done because Zcash is Bitcoin code, right? I think that still would be better than anything else, right? Just in the panel right now, they were talking about should there be two types of Bitcoin, KYC Bitcoin and non-KYC Bitcoin. But then you're admitting that Bitcoin is not fungible, right?
Yeah.
And so I think if you bring in a privacy feature with zero knowledge proofs or whatever, I'm not advocating for any technology, I think that'll make that question go away, right? Because then you won't be able to tell this Bitcoin came from where, who knows? So I think it would help the fungibility.
Yeah.
And you guys recently launched a free app that turns any iPhone or any phone into an air-gapped cold storage wallet. What was the design philosophy behind this?
So the design philosophy was that people were buying hardware wallets for a lot of reasons, and they're getting their information leaked.
Yeah.
and then they're being harassed or haunted or theft or just people are living in fear because they're getting text messages or fake emails or fake phone calls. So it's scary. So we just thought with a old device that you already have laying at home. I mean, in today's world, people got a drawer full of phones,
sure,
right?
Yeah.
So you can use one of the old phones, not too old, obviously, for security.
Yeah.
You know, something a few years old, and you can make that into your hardware wallet. You know, you download. It's called Cupcake. You download Cupcake, and then you kill all connections like Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, cellular, and now you have an air-gapped signing device that does it through QR code. Kind of like cold card Q,
Yeah,
right?
that's the only thing that it's able to do, and that makes it secure.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we're supporting that, and that works. You know, that'll work with Cold Card Q as well, and Keystone. I think they're using QR code. Yeah. So we support all that.
Cool.
Yeah. And you know, when you're going through a border, let's say, and somebody looks in your bag like, oh, that's a hardware wallet.
No,
you know
that's a phone.
And then they call their friend, hey, watch this guy. He's got a hardware wallet, right?
Yeah.
So, but if you got a second phone, it's a second phone.
Yeah, exactly.
It's totally different. I mean, makes it easy.
And it's free.
It is.
To download, it's free. You probably have an old phone laying around.
Yeah.
Even if you
And
don't.
Bitcoin's ethos is freedom through openness, yet many users don't want to see complexity. I think also adoption-wise, if you think, well, more people need to enter the space, then it needs to be easy to use. How do you design for both?
So I think complexity is okay behind the scenes. If you can deliver to the user a easy UI and a flow where they don't have to deal with that complexity in the back, right? And that's been our philosophy.
Yeah.
To somebody download Cake Wallet, and with a few clicks, they don't need to know what's happening in the background, and they can start working it right away.
Yeah.
But if you dig deeper, we've got like 300 different settings in Cake Wallet, especially privacy-related features. So our philosophy, to answer your question, has been make it easy, not intimidating when you first download it. But if you are that type of person who likes to tinker and explore and change settings, you can go deeper.
Yeah.
So that's been our philosophy.
Optional.
Yeah. And to wrap things up here, Vic, if you could push one Bitcoin improvement proposal, one BIP, forward tomorrow to help wallet developers like you, which one would it be and why?
You could change something. I mean,
I would want privacy.
More privacy.
Yeah.
Privacy first.
Privacy first. Yeah. Because that would make people feel safer when they spend. You wouldn't have to juggle through all this PayJoin and silent payments, even though they're good right now. It solves the fungibility question. It's just safer all around.
Yeah. Cool.
Could be next BIP, right?
Yeah.
I mean, someday.
We submit it. See if it gets merged. Yeah.
Thanks again, Vic.
Yeah, thanks for your time.
We'll keep following Cake Wallet, of course.
Great.
We're very curious about things that you're working on in the future.
Yeah, you're working on Lightning integration, by the way.
Yes, we are.
We didn't touch it, but yes, you are.
Yeah. So we're doing the Spark implementation with the Breez SDK. So we're working very closely with them.
Nice.
Awesome.
Again, we're the first to implement theirs. So we're like a guinea pig. We're working out the kinks with them.
Yeah.
But they did a fantastic job. I'm not knocking them in any way.
No.
And
Roy is here also.
I haven't met him. I haven't seen him here yet.
And Jesse, our fellow Dutchie, is the Lightning developer there.
Yeah.
So cool.
Developer there.
What's his name?
great.
Jesse, de Wit.
Oh, okay.
Jesse de Wit.
Okay.
Jesse the White, translated into English.
I think he's in the chat with us. Sounds
cool.
He's a great guy also.
Yeah.
But the guys at Breez are doing
They're brilliant
stuff.
Yeah, brilliant guys.
people, Yeah.
So good to work together.
So actually, one of our devs just paid for water with Cake Wallet using Lightning. So we have a version internally.
Okay. It's testing.
Awesome.
Testing.
Yeah.
That's
Great.
great.
We're trying to refine the UI, make that again better and easier for the user. So
Yeah.
Okay, man. Thanks again for your time. And
Thank you.
Till next
keep in
time.
touch.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Thanks
Thank
again,
you.
Vic.
Thanks for having me on.
Bye bye. Yeah, of course.